Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Monday morning, it is the final day of September, and time as I make this is 4:14 a.m. Temperatures are in the upper 60s, so it's comfortable. In fact, we had a comfortable weekend as far as humidity and cool nights and days that weren't too warm. I mean, we had 86 yesterday. We're looking for about 87 today and upper 80s. Also tomorrow, Tuesday, and also on Wednesday, and probably on Thursday as well. So we're in a quiet pattern, but we are very mindful of the bullet we dodged last week with Helene. I'm sure you've know a lot about what Helene did as far as the incredible storm surge, record storm surge in western Florida, then all the damage in Taylor County again, where they keep getting hurricanes. This is what, the third one now in 11 months. Unbelievable damage there. And then, of course, the horrific rainfall in the Carolinas, measured in feet, up to 3 feet of rain, and horrific flooding, and the death toll now well over 100 from Helene. It was such an enormous storm, and we were very, very lucky in our area that we didn't have to deal with the direct effects, or not many of the direct effects at all, from Helene being on the left side of the storm. All right, so we're going to enjoy these few nice days as September ends and October begins, before we return showers to the forecast, perhaps by, let's say, Thursday night into Friday. But the question marks are, what's going to happen in the Gulf of Mexico this week? There is another area from the Western Caribbean into the southern and central Gulf of Mexico. Does that sound familiar? That was the same setup with Helene. Now, we're not going to be looking at a Helene kind of situation, but could we see a depression in the Gulf of Mexico by the middle of the week? I think there's a good chance. And then eventually a tropical storm. But then where would it go? The models this time don't agree. The models were in great agreement on Helene, on forecasting that. But as far as this next one, which could be getting the name, the next two names are Kirk and Leslie. But I think something out in the Atlantic will get the Kirk name, so probably this would be a Leslie situation in the Gulf of Mexico. So trying to reason with hurricane season, we're still mindful of what could happen, and we're going to be watching the Gulf very, very carefully. All right, I think you're up to date now. There are several features being tracked in the tropics, 5 of them, but only one that we care about. That one coming out of the Western Caribbean, a wave of low pressure, actually a tropical wave that'll be going into the Gulf of Mexico. This morning, everything is normal, including live on the radio, 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 WACV. There'll be another forecast discussion, which is what this is, and blog update with all the graphics tomorrow morning in the 4 o'clock hour, and your forecast whenever you want it, across the dial on 8 radio stations. That's where you'll find my forecast on the Blue Water family of stations. Hope you had a great weekend and enjoy this nice last day of September.